Hello, beautiful soul. I'm so happy that you are here. Welcome to your personal roadmap to learn how to love yourself within 1 year. And yes, don't roll your eyes. I said within 1 year. And here is why. Loving yourself, learning how to love yourself is a process and actually one that will never end. So you maintain the relationship of loving yourself till the rest of your life. And if you want to work on something that lasts, you have to take time for it. You have to work with your nervous system and with your soul, get rid of old negative beliefs, and this takes time. The more you fall in love with the process and you find joy and have fun while doing it, the more easier it gets. First of all, I'm super tired of all these half-ass self-love advices people out there give to you, because it's so much more than saying, oh, and once you love yourself, then you're gonna be okay forever. I don't agree with that. Like I said at the beginning, this is a journey. It is a state of mind where you nurture yourself and put in the work and the effort every day. Especially as women, we change a lot our hormones, our body, the things we want and the things we need. So something that has worked for you last year may not work this year, and this is fine because we have this gift of getting to know ourselves again and again and again. Sometimes it's exhausting, but most of the time it can be exciting, fun, lovely, and a nice trip back to yourself again and again. Also, a lot of people tell you self-love is hard work. Even you have to put in the effort and the work. It doesn't have to be hard or difficult. It's only about finding yourself, getting to know yourself, choosing what is helpful for you, and then giving yourself the daily time to practice it. So it's not about hard work and it's not difficult and you have to sit down every day for 1 hour and do a lot of complicated things. No. Actually, it can be as simple as sitting down 5 minutes in the morning with your coffee or with your tea and think about 5 things you are thankful for, or doing a 5-minute breathwork session to calm your nervous system before you leave the house. It can be small, but it can have a big impact on your life and the love you give to yourself. Another thing people out there tell us a lot is that self-love only has to do something with yourself. Yes, putting in the effort, taking the time, finding out what you like, what you need, getting to know yourself. This is work you have to do. That's true. But if you are surrounded by the right people, they can also show you what self-love is. Imagine you have a friend and she is taking care about herself. She is already in her self-care routines, taking time, setting healthy boundaries. All of those things has to do something with self-love. And she is showing you that, and you get inspired and try out things for yourself. This is then the perfect example that self-love can also happen together. Also, maybe you can have a very loving partner who supports you, gives you the time, maybe gives you some resources to step into the self-love for yourself. So together, it can be also very powerful and magical. You don't have to do this alone, especially women. If we connect and if we are honest to ourselves and be like, hey, I'm stuck in that, I struggle with this. If we're honest and we start talking about it more and more and more, then we don't feel alone and we don't have to. Being on this journey with good company is the key. Okay, how do you get there? How do you finally start loving yourself, falling in love with this whole journey, and maybe pulling in the right company? I will give you a step-by-step introduction for this whole roadmap. So I recommend you taking your phone, your laptop, some paper or pen, and write down all the single points so you don't forget anything. Month 1, 2, 3 is all about breaking the negative self-talk cycle. So, in those 3 months, this is the thing you're gonna focus on. Most of the time, we're not even aware of how bad we talk with ourselves. Anytime you look into a mirror, you concentrate on all the things you don't like instead of giving yourself some compliments. Or when we do something wrong, we do a mistake, something is not working out how we wished it would be, we talk in a very ugly way with ourselves. And this is the first important step to stop doing that, to be able to stop this negative self-talk cycle. So from now on, anytime you cross a mirror, you stop, you take a second, take a deep breath in and out, look yourself into the eyes and say something nice to you, even a compliment or some supportive, loving, emotional words. I will give you now some examples, but it's important that you create your own ones that really come out of your heart. So you could say something like, "Hey, I love you. You look good today. Thank you for getting up with me this morning. You did well. I'm sending you some love," or just smile at yourself. And this will break already some of this negative cycle. Then, anytime you catch yourself not being nice to you, you apologize. I really want you to truly apologize to yourself if you say unnice things. And this will do a lot with your inner world. The last thing, anytime you do something good, you have achieved something, I want you to talk proudly to yourself. This can look like, "Hey, I'm proud of you. Hey, we did that. Hey, that's so amazing." You can also hug yourself to feel this good energy. Okay? So, these are the 3 things you have to do in the first third month. Anytime you cross a mirror, you give yourself some compliments or some lovely words. Anytime you caught yourself not being nice to yourself, you apologize. And anytime you achieved something, you did something new, no matter if it's something big or small, you talk proudly to yourself. Those 3 things are anything you're gonna focus on in the first 3 months. Next chapter will be from month 4 to 6. In this 3 months, you're gonna concentrate and focus on discovering your values, your dream life, and your boundaries. While you do that, you're not forgetting about all the things you did in the first 3 months. You're gonna continue doing that and you just add that one new focus. So, what do I mean by that? Discover your values, your boundaries, and your dream life. I want you to get to know yourself. Plan date with yourself where you sit down and you think about and write down what your values are in life, what boundaries you want to keep for yourself so you stay healthy mentally and physically. And then also discover and find out how your dream life should look like. How do you feel when you finally love yourself? What's then possible? Where you want to go, what you want to do, what you want to achieve. And I want you to dream as big as you can. What's super helpful in this period is journaling. So may you buy yourself or may you already have a very nice journal and a lovely pen. Because if things look a little bit more beautiful, it's more easy for you to take them and use them and really keep on moving with the practices. To discover your dream life, you can make a vision board. And if you want to know how to do that, I will link you my video to really create a vision board that actually works. So, while keep on practicing the things from the first third month, you will now add this. And I really recommend you set some dates with yourself in the calendar so you don't forget, because life gets busy. We all know that. And most of the time, then we forget about ourselves. And this is what I want you to change. The next chapter is all about building a life that truly reflects who you are. This will be the focus from month 7 to 9. So, in this 3 months, you will build the life you have dreamed of with the relationship with yourself you always wanted. Now that you have your vision board, you know what your boundaries and your values are, you can start thinking about how you can create all of that and pull it into your reality. While doing that, maintaining the lovely self talk you're practicing from the first chapter will help you a lot, bringing a ton of positive energy in this process. So, I want you to sit down in front of your vision board and look at your dreams, look at all the things you put on there, and write a list which next steps you can do, big or small, to come closer to this dream life. Maybe it's about your body relationship. Maybe it's about your job or holidays. Maybe you want to move somewhere, or maybe you want to pull in the right partner. Whatever it is, building this dream life is all about self love. Because what is self love actually? It is the relationship you have with yourself, taking care about your body, mind, and soul. That's self love. And on Monday, self love can look small, and on Tuesday, self love can look big. So the timeline for self love is not like this. It can look like this. The only goal is that you're not going down here and forget about yourself. So even though life gets busy, you still take care about yourself with more or with a little time, but you don't forget it and you don't stop to take care about yourself. After doing that, you should have this list with steps, and then you put numbers. Okay? I want you to think about which steps are important to do first and which steps can wait. Because I don't want you to feel overwhelmed. I want you to enjoy the process. And growing something like self love and building something like your dream life takes time, and this is absolutely okay. Now, knowing which steps you're gonna do first, I want you to open your calendar and plan at least the first 3 things and give yourself the promise that you're really gonna stick to this plan and put things into action. We have arrived in the last chapter. This is all about continuing the self love practice and putting in the effort step by step to building your dream life. As we all know, life is not always about unicorns, candies, and rainbows. Life can get tough, and life sometimes challenges us. So we are able to grow even more, to learn the lessons we need to move on and actually become this version of ourselves we want to be. So we're able to create the life we want to have. So, and in the last 2 months, you are gonna continue again. You're never gonna stop again from here with having this lovely self talk, putting in the effort of taking care about yourself, even though life gets busy, and keep on working on your dreams. And this can get shaky sometimes. Something can happen, life gets rough. Being in such a situation and sticking to your own self love, this is the key. So, maintaining self love, even though when things get hard. And this is where the magic happens, when you don't lose yourself, when you keep the promises you made to yourself, and you keep on going and you're not giving up. While being on this 1 year journey, I want you to write down about your thoughts, about your emotions, all the things that works for you, all the things that haven't worked for you. So when things get hard and rough, you can take your journal, read through the things, remind yourself of everything you have already achieved, all the things you have went through, and be proud of yourself. Remind yourself that you have made it till here. So the power in keep on going is already within yourself. The beautiful thing is when you build this lovely relationship to yourself, you create a whole another energy around you, and this energy will pull in people who are also loving themselves or on the way of loving themselves. So you can connect and talk, support each other on bad days, so you don't have to do the whole thing alone. All that is now your personal roadmap to learn how to love yourself and also enjoy the process. All of that is your personal roadmap to learn how to love yourself, to build something that lasts, and enjoy the path. I'm very happy that you were here. If you want a little bit more support, you can join the NERVIDA community. I'm more than happy to see you there. I wish you a wonderful year of practicing all that. If you have any questions, text me, write something in the comments. If you have achieved some goals, I would love to read about them and cherish you for your wins.